Hello fight fans, I'm Amber Marsala, and today our camera crew was at the media workout of WBO Welterweight Challenger Chris Algieri. Algieri has been training at the Venetian here in Las Vegas in preparation for his biggest fight of his career against Manny Pacquiao. Let's see what Algieri had to say.
Training's going really great. We're ahead of schedule. I showed up to camp in phenomenal shape. We're getting our rounds in. I have fantastic sparring going so far. My coach, Tim Lane and Keith Trimble, they have an incredible game plan that we're putting together piece by piece, week by week. And my conditioning is, I'm in fight shape now. I'm in fight shape last week. But now it's just game planning, strategy, and taking each piece of the puzzle. So we're set for fight now. This fight has a lot to do with footwork because Manny has great footwork. He's a guy who's going to be real shifty in and out. I think he's the master of the in and out, start and stop. So I've got to be able to combat that. I got to be ready for anything. You never know what's going to happen with Manny Pacquiao. The guy has tremendous experience. He's an explosive guy. He's a fast guy. He's, like I said, he's a start-stop guy. So you got to be ready for anything. The jab is always, it's boxing. This is boxing. It's the #1 for a reason. It's the best sport in boxing. It's the best punch in boxing. So it's always going to be a part of my game plan. It's always a part of all of my fights. It's always a big part of my fights. But now we're dealing with southpaw. We got different angles. The right hand is going to be a lot more prominent in this fight too. We've been working on that. And I'm feeling really comfortable using that more in this training camp. We're just scratching the surface, man. We're really breaking through on my potential and working on a lot of new things. And we're gonna bring some real new tools to the show on November 22nd. I think Pacquiao's biggest weapon in this fight is his experience, of course. He's fast, but I'm fast too. He's got good footwork, but I got good footwork too. He's the higher weight class, but I'm the bigger man. But his experience is something that's kind of intangible. And I think this fight's going to come down to intangibles because my intangible is I don't know how to lose, and I find ways to win, which I showed in the Marsala fight. So I say it all the time: champions are built on intangibles. There's so many great and talented guys who never won titles, and there's a reason for that. So there's those things that are inside of a person and a fighter and a champion that are different than other guys. So personally, I think it's going to come down to that.
Looks like Chris is ready to upset Pac-Man. This fight is set for November 22nd in Macau and will have a catch weight of 144 pounds. The lower weight should help Pacquiao in defending his WBO welterweight title. Although Algieri isn't a known fighter, he will have the advantage in height and reach against Pacquiao. A win for Pacquiao could set up the much-anticipated fight between him and Floyd Mayweather. But if Algieri can pull off the upset, then boxing will have a new top fighter, which many didn't see coming. Do you think Algieri can pull off the upset? Send us a comment or tweet and let us know. I'm Amber Marsala, and you don't want to miss this fight.